an update tonight on a help desk we first brought you last year. Dozens of people continue to complain about the white dust that covers their cars and homes near the paper mill in Canton. News 13's Karen Zakalak has been following the state investigation and found out the plant has been given a serious warning to stop the emissions.
This is the letter from the North Carolina Division of Air Quality to Blue Ridge Paper Products. It says their investigation did find evidence of a lime waste discharge that they believe led to the dust material coating some nearby areas.
It's a constant thing. I mean, more or less, if it's you have to wash your car almost every other week, and that's becomes frustrating too.
It's a common complaint these days in Canton. A sticky white dust that's difficult to remove covers cars unexpectedly. Von Hassel showed us these photos of his wife's car recently. After viewers reached out to our help desk last fall, we learned the State Division of Air Quality was investigating. And after our story aired, 2 more investigation reports from the state were released. And a spokesperson tells us they received at least 4 more complaints in December. The reports show that repeat failure of a bag filter on a lime dust capture system was repaired last fall. But since complaints keep coming that the dust continues to escape, there seems to be another cause for the issue, like a lime kiln or paper machine exhaust vent, according to the reports. Then, in late November, the first substantiated fugitive dust emission complaint was documented, triggering the warning letter to the plant. It says the paper mill allowed fugitive dust emissions to cause or contribute to a substantive complaint on or about November 19, 2022. One of the reports says the most probable cause was that hot and cold lime were placed on the ground during kiln operational issues. Samples of the dust have been taken over the past 6 months by the state, which has not shown violations of health national standards. According to the reports, the main material in the samples is calcium, a component in lime. But those living nearby are frustrated that whatever is coming from the plant keeps falling.
I think it's their responsibility to let us know what's going on and what they're doing to help rectify an issue and whatnot.
There have now been 3 notices of violations issued to the paper mill involving the lime dust issue, along with a civil penalty assessment. According to this letter, if another substantiated complaint is issued within the year, a control plan will be required. Reporting in Canton, Karen Zakalak, News 13.
We did reach back out to paper mill officials for a comment, but have not heard back. In a statement sent to us in early November, a spokesperson said, quote, "We are committed to implementing a long-term engineering solution."
And we'll post an update to our story on WLOS.com with any new details. And if you have a story you'd like our help desk to look into, you can send us an email at iteam@WLOS.com.
2 micro-housing developments could be coming to Asheville. The proposed projects are in the downtown area.
One is on Hilliard Avenue and the other is on Aston Street. News 13's Andrew James reports on why the developer says these projects will address the affordable housing needs in Asheville.
Far from Cox Avenue in downtown Asheville, this new type of development could help bring more affordable units to downtown. Microhousing, a growing trend across the country, now making its way to the mountains.
We're excited because we think it meets some of the goals for the city, which include affordable housing as well as sustainability.
Developer David Moritz says 2 microhousing projects are in the works. He says the 217 Hilliard project will be complete first, including 80 units of studio apartments between 200 and 250 square feet. The development will also have a shared lounge and kitchen on each floor. The project has been approved for Asheville's Land Use Incentive Grant, a city property tax abatement program, in exchange for a portion of the units being designated affordable.
We believe it'll be the most affordable option for people to live in downtown. It's meant to serve workforce, service workers, nurses, and people who work downtown.
The second micro-housing unit is proposed at 46 Aston Street, currently home to this parking lot.
We're currently working with the city on a Luigi grant, which would allow us to dedicate 20% of the units within their affordability criteria and also accept vouchers.
This project consists of 2 buildings, 7 stories tall, and 231 studio apartments from 200 to 350 square feet, with a shared lounge and kitchen space on each floor. The developer says construction for the Aston Street development is still at least a year down the road. affordable housing is such a big topic in Asheville right now and such a big need. What do you hope these projects can bring to help address that need?
Between the two projects, it's over 300 units of reasonably priced homes downtown. So I think it does a couple of things. One is it provides people an option that want to live downtown and keep their rent low.
Construction on the first project here on Hilliard is expected to begin in May, with completion taking around 18 months.
It is not all good news when it comes to racial disparity in Buncombe County schools.
As News 13's Charles Perez reports, a report given to county commissioners is raising some serious concerns.
This report begs two very important questions. Number one, what has been done up till now to try to narrow that gap? And number two, what can be done from here moving forward to make sure all kids have the opportunity to achieve at the same level?
Over $100 million goes to the schools every year. As a taxpayer, what am I getting for my money?
A Buncombe County report released Tuesday shows an achievement gap between white and black students that was more than expected.
We need to do something. And it's time, we can't bury our heads in the sand.
According to the report, white students scored 55% higher than black students in math and 62% higher in reading. The report runs counter to a similar report released exactly 1 year ago that suggested the gap was closing.
If any one entity thinks they can solve this on their own, it's a misnomer.
Dr. Shane Cassiter runs student services for Buncombe County.
While certainly the performance along the way is not always what we want, the ultimate goal is, are we going to produce a functioning graduate of Buncombe County schools that's going to go out and become a productive part of society?
Both Buncombe County and Asheville City Schools were included in the report and suggest the report, which does not include private, charter, or homeschools, doesn't tell the whole story.
Our graduation rate for all of our students is tremendous. 92% last year.
Both school systems said the solution would require a partnership between parents, schools, and local organizations, something they and Commissioner Whitesides can agree on.
They need to get everybody involved and stop. I'm tired of this pity party. We're doing all we can. We can't. No, they're not. It's obvious. As long as they have those numbers, they're not doing what they can.
Now, if you'd like to see the numbers for yourself, the full report broken down on demographics, you can check it out at our website at WLOS.com.